He's in the secret chambers. Come and see Jesus. Don't believe it. He's saying, don't believe it. Jesus is not walking around this earth. And it says, as he's coming from the clouds from up above, it says, for as the lightning cometh out of the east and shineth unto the west, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. And that's not walking this earth. Everybody's going to see him at the same time. The scriptures tell us that every knee shall bow. Reading along. For wheresoever the carcass is, there will be eagles. There will the eagles be gathered together. There's going to be a feast. The eagles are going to have a feast, eating the dead carcasses of the unrighteous here on the earth. Immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of the heavens shall be shaken. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven. And then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. Just exactly what I just spoke about. Okay, it says again, immediately after the tribulation of those days, things that are happening, the sun is going to be dark. The moon's not going to light up. The stars are going to fall from heaven. So everything's going to be dark. The powers of the heavens, it says, shall be shaken. And then there's going to appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven. It said in heaven, not on earth, not walking around. And then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven. It says in the clouds of heaven, with power and great glory. Didn't say coming on earth. Can't come anywhere. The clouds are up in heaven, up above. Okay, reading along. And he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other. Now learn a parable of the fig tree. When his branch is yet tender and putteth forth leaves, yet know that summer is nigh. That means summer is near. So likewise ye, when ye see all these things, know that it is near, even at the doors. It's near, at the doors, at the doors, at the doors. Okay. And again, we'll see the Son of Man coming on the clouds up above, coming from heaven. And he says, learn about the parable of the fig tree. The branches is tender. When the branch is tender and putteth forth leaves, you know that summer is near. So likewise, when you see all these things happening, know what is near at the door. And he just explained to you in the scriptures all these things that are happening. Know what is near at the door. Again, just like the fig tree, when the branches are tender, when the branches are sprouting and putting forth the leaves, then you know summer is near. Just like he's using a parable here that nations against nation and hunger and all of these things going on, that we know that it is near. It's near. It is near. Jesus is coming. Deliverance is coming. This world as we know it is going to be over. We don't want to be of the unrighteous. We want to be of the righteous. Again, so likewise, when ye shall see all these things, know that it is near, even at the doors. Verily I say unto you, this generation shall not pass till all these things be fulfilled. So nothing's going to pass till all of this comes into play. And we know all of this is just about has came into play and happening. We are living it right now, happening right now. Happening right now. And near the end, I think this 24, this chapter 24 mentions about Noah. Now, I'll mention it now. This is in the days of Noah. And I keep saying it before. Noah kept building that ark and building that ark and building that ark. And people were laughing and drinking and fornicating and doing whatever they wanted to do. And Noah kept trying to tell them, get yourselves together. They didn't listen. But what happened to Noah? Everybody was gone. Everybody was swept up. Only 8 people survived, and that was Noah's family. and the animals, and the animals, and the animals that God pointed out that should be saved on that ark. Same thing is happening here. People are doing what they do, going about their business, not doing, hanging out and fornicating, everything. Just like in Noah's day. And there are people saying, get yourselves together. Jesus is coming. This is going to happen. This is going to happen. It's in the scriptures, and he's telling you right here. And people are doing the same thing. They're not even paying attention. And me personally, the only thing that I see here that has not happened is that the good news has not been spread over the whole entire earth. There may be some other signs, but what I see right here from these scriptures, all these things are happening. Nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom. It's so much going on. All of this and more is going down. And I'm going to tell you, brothers and sisters, I don't know if it's going to be this president or another president. I look for the day. I look for the day when the president gets on TV or there's an announcement over the media some kind of way that we have world peace. That everybody is together, that there's peace made over in the Middle East. The Jews are getting along with the everybody, and in Asia there's nothing. We in the United States, we are all at peace together. I look for that to be said. I look for over the media, the president on TV to make an announcement or something. And it tells you, world peace. Let me see. It tells you that know that the end. Okay, I'm reading. Let me see. 34. Let me go up and see. Okay, we're talking about the days it's gonna be darkened in the skies and everything. There shall arise false Christs. And things like that, and we know that that's happening right now. And it says, listen at this: for then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. I'm telling you, he's telling you right here that it is going to be big. It is going to be big. Here it is right here in verse 14. I'm scrolling up. It says, and this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then the end shall come. It's right here. The gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world. Gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all the nations. To witness to all the nations. Tell all the nations. And then the end shall come. Verse 14, and I look for that president. I look for someone to come and make that announcement. And lo and behold, everything is in place. We have yet but a little parts of the world, of the people to reach, brothers and sisters. We need to get ourselves together, and if we do, we need to stay together. We need to pray up. We need to every single day to stay next to God. And we also need to keep on, I can't say it enough, to encourage each other. And just have that love, But we know, as the scriptures say, the love is going to fall off. The hate is going to come. All of that I'm telling you, it's happening right now. And unless you've been on a rock, and I know you haven't, you know that all these things are going on right now. And if we're displaying any of these things, the hatred, the things like that, and all of that, we need to check ourselves. We need to check ourselves constantly, and stay, try to be more like Jesus and stay prayed up. Because, we're going to get attacks. We're going to get the demonic demons and things coming and trying to stray us and put evil thoughts in our minds and everything. We have to rebuke that. And you all know about sickness and things like that, how I get off into that. We're not going to get off into that today. But my podcast and things like that, we're not going to get off into that. But we will. We will. God willing, we will again. Because his desire is not for you to be down here sick. I'm going to put it, stop right there on that. Reading along as I get carried away. Okay. Verily, I say unto you, this generation shall not pass till all these things be fulfilled. Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my words shall not pass away. Okay. But of that day and hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only. This is what the scripture's saying. But as the days of Noah were, so shall the coming of the Son of Man be. Right here, this is what I was talking about Noah. It's telling you right here, again, but as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. So we know again, this is what was going on in Noah's day. It's telling you, eating, drinking, this and that and all that, nobody paying attention. God had to destroy everything. It's telling you the same thing is going on right now today. This is in the Bible. Reading along. For as in the days that were before the flood, he's telling you about Noah's day. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage. Giving, G-I-V-I-N-G, in marriage. Until the day that Noah, it says N-O-E, entered into the ark. Okay, and that same day as in Noah's day is in our day. People eating, drinking, marrying, giving in marriage, and so much happening. This is what it's saying. Okay, until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. Okay. They didn't know anything. They were doing what they wanted to do until the flood came. It says, and knew not until the flood came. It was a shock. Oh, what's this, that, and that? Now you're awoke, now you're awake. But it was too late. Okay, and it says, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. Then two shall be in the field, the one shall be taken and the other left. The women shall be grinding at the mill, the one shall be taken and the other left. Watch therefore, for ye know not what hour your Lord doth come. Watch, so you don't know what hour your Lord is gonna come. They're gonna be people, they're gonna be the righteous and the unrighteous. The righteous gonna be taken up and the unrighteous left there. You look and say, what happened to that person? What's going on? Where are they? These things are just the dividing. It's the things that are happening. And however he's doing it, is telling you right here in the Bible. But know this, that if the good man of the house had known in what watch the thief would come, he would have watched and would not have suffered his house to be broken up. Therefore be ye also ready, for in such an hour as ye think not the Son of Man cometh. Okay, you might think the Son of Man is not going to come. And it's telling you right here, what man that knows that a thief is going to break into his house and not be ready for that thief? You're going to know that the thief is going to be in your house at 9 a.m. in the morning on Tuesday, July 25th. And you're not going to be ready for that thief? You would watch if you knew that, someone's going to be breaking in at that time. And you would not have been so lax and maybe possibly gone. If you'd have known on that day, you would have been there, you would have been prepared. You would have called the police and this and that and all that. See, you would not have let your house be broken into. But we don't know. That's why it says, therefore be ye also ready. For in such an hour as ye think not the Son of Man coming. When you don't think so, He's here. Who then is a faithful and wise servant, whom his Lord hath made ruler over his household, to give them meat in due season? Blessed is that servant, whom his Lord, when he cometh, shall find so doing. Verily I say unto you, that he shall make him ruler over all goods. All goods. Again, who then is a faithful, wise servant, whom his Lord has made ruler over his household, to give them meat in due season? Very, very good, faithful, wise servant, knows what to do. Blessed is that servant, whom his Lord, when he cometh shall find him doing the things, doing what he's supposed to be doing.